Let's go. Cheatshiftpodcast. We are back with another episode. It's been so long. I mean, the Bills lost.
This guy.
The Bills lost. I had a bet that the Bills would lose.
This guy.
They did lose.
How you gonna do that?
Hold on, my co-host. We had the back and forth. But the truth of the matter is, they did lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, hold on. So, we had a lot of talk, but today we are joined by some very special guests. They're not here to celebrate the Bills' loss like me, but they're here, and I appreciate them for being here because let's go Buffalo. It's a real Buffalonian. I don't know what it is, but I am honored to have them here.
Yeah, so, man, let me take it over here.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not talking about the Bills, man. Like, from straight East Side Buffalo, man.
Yeah.
The homie, man, got years in with son Skeese, man. Like I said, yo, bro, man, it's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to be sitting here with you, bro. We've been talking about this for years.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We was at Lit City, and I said, yeah, we're gonna do it. We never did it, but we doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. Yo, man, I want to jump. I don't want to sugarcoat now. I want to jump right into the shit. You know what I'm saying? You dropped 40 hours, man. What does 40 hours? Did you do the album in 40 hours?
Nah, so it was like I did it in a week. So it's like, you work your 40 hours, like
that's how you did it. Oh, see, everything.
Yo, bro.
Strategic. Yeah, bro, so when you look at the album artwork, it's like, it's a paycheck.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? My whole thing is the ground level thing. So, the company on there is Ground Level LLC.
Got you.
Putting the work from the ground level building
factory
to a skyscraper. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Like, I took a week, you know what I'm saying, to just kind of work on the album. And, from there, put it together and made history.
And like, I seen you talk about it on other podcasts, which is why I really don't want to lean too much into it. But I want to give the other people that you had on that project, spotlight and exposure.
Mm-hmm.
The girl Winter, you know what I'm saying? That hook was crazy. You know what I'm saying? K Pistol, that's my, you know what I'm saying? I never knew who that was because, forgive me, Unc is an OG. Well, Unc is, 35. I don't have time to listen to everything.
41.
You know what I'm saying? But like, K Pistol, you had Gluski on there. You had, I'm like, damn, and I know I'm forgetting somebody, but don't take it, offensive because I'm doing all this off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I appreciate that, and it's like, when I look at it and I compare, being a fan, because you did say on your stat not too long ago, you say, don't ask me who the best rapper is or who the best is, but I gotta say, like, people like yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love to see rappers, get ahead and then come back and then, it's still talent in the town. Like, I'm gonna seek you out because I didn't know you was dropping it. I didn't know that was coming. That was an absolute surprise. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on abolish uncertainties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm still on Situated, bro. Because I know you as a person. I've been knowing you like a good portion of my life. Yeah. And I wanted to reflect on it because I always tell the story. Jay Skeese. I'd be like, man, I remember we went to a party. It was Dez Brown and Nick Jordan.
Shout out to Dez.
Beautiful women.
The homies, man.
Beautiful. It was beautiful women. It was, but we were locked into a 2-door Chevy Blazer, and I think you let me hear the great time. I'm not sure it was. I
remember that night because that was at Ocho.
Right.
What year was this?
I couldn't remember.
This had to be like 2011.
2011. Okay.
This is really when we became when I really met you.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, they all having fun. You know what I'm saying? And we really sitting and listening to. I want to say it was Great Day. I'm not sure which one it was. But we sitting in the truck, and we sitting in the truck for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No, listen to this. Chad and Carlin, get out. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in the truck listening to this. So it's kind of like, to see you still doing that. And then when I saw you do Situated with Sauce Walker and Big Crit. This is why I asked you, these are the questions. You know what I'm saying? How did it feel? Because you rapped for Big Crit before. I seen that video.
Yeah.
But and it's not taking no shade at Big Crit, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
But how did it feel to be able to reach back to the big homie and say, hop on my joint because you giving him somewhat of more, not saying he's always relevant, so don't twist my words. Mm. But how did it feel to be like, come on, jump on my track? Because now I'm listening to
momentum.
I was a Big Crit fan ever since Mount Olympus. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
So it's like, how does it feel to be able to go back to one of your idols and just be like, because I know you got enough. I know some of the shit you got in the chamber, but I ain't gonna say that right
Yeah,
here.
100%,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, but how did it feel to be able to get that verse from and get him to the town, bro? How did that feel, bro?
It was everything, man. To be honest, like it was a great moment for me because it was a testament to the work that I put in. You know, like you said, going back to 2015, I was trying to go to New York City and go to his show and wait for everybody to go meet him, and then man, I just want to rap for bro. Yeah, you know what I mean. So then to 9 years later, 8 years later, to be on a record with him, to do the video, and just the whole like everything about it, and then to do the show back here in the town because I've done mad showcases and the Broadway Joes, and
you did that already.
I've done all those,
right.
But to actually do my own show on Chippewa too, by the way.
Come on,
Chip Strip, crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Chip Strip is crazy.
Like, and that was the only show I didn't make because I had to work, bro.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
Because I'm always at your show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm always, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Skeese, it's me. You know what I'm saying? But
100%. But to be able to do that and bring him out again, it's a testament to the work and just staying down and like don't nothing happen overnight.
Right.
So
Rome wasn't built overnight.
You know what I mean?
So it's like. So how did was that something that, how long had you been trying to, get a verse from him, or did that just kind of, because I believe in like, like if, shit, things just happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, did it just organically happen or did you have to push for it?
It was something we kind of had to push for, but that's just the nature of, yeah, I mean, that's the nature of,
that's business.
Yeah. It's when you're putting together an album, cause that's what happened. Like I made the song initially and, I had, people in mind for the record. Right. So it was like, all right, well, when I do this joint, I can kind of hear this person on here. I can hear this person on there. And that was like one of the ones I was like, yo, this joint, I think Crit will go crazy.
So you saw it. Like you saw who you needed.
Yeah, exactly. Or who I envisioned or who I thought would sound good. So once.
That's how magic happened though. Like you see it.
I mean, that's how that's my process.
You know what I mean? I got the same process.
Other people might have a different process. Music wise.
Like if I can see you somewhere, I'll put you there.
Right, yeah. But I'm saying like, just as artists. Yeah. Other people may be more of a thing where we're in the studio and I only cook with people that are in the studio with me. That happens too. But sometimes also you'll get a record, you'll do a record and say, okay, I can hear this person on here. How can we reach this person? What are the steps that we got to take to get this person on the record?
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So when but the thing is, when I saw Crit after he gave us the record, he was like, I had to do that joint because y'all was rapping so crazy. It was me and Sauce already on it. So it wasn't a thing where it was like he felt like he had to do it just because we reached out. He did the record because that joint was crazy.
Your shit fire. Like, he knew what he was doing. He's like, yeah. I should have signed him, but yeah, no, I'm just playing. But like when I saw the video, because I know you in real life, like the one thing I always tell people about you, like, yo, he's honorable, respectful. I ain't never seen you on no bullshit. I ain't never seen your name be attached to fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And I say, I'm like, yo, and when I no, and again, like when I saw it was sort of like the Situated video with the beautiful women. It's like, and shout out to OJ, man. When I saw you, I said, Skeese really don't use video vixens like that. He really kill you with his pen and his lyrics. He's a real pensman. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I saw you like when you stepped out of your comfort zone to do that. Not saying it because I feel like you can do anything you want to do at this point. But 100%. And it's just like, I'm like, damn, yo, Skeese can adapt to any, type of nature. But like, we gonna move past that, man. Because I'm gonna dissect your lyrics, man. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to, people want to know, the personal Skeese. Because let me tell you something, bro. Like nobody knows nothing about you, bro. Nobody tried to dig up whatever. But like you said on Round and Round, you were talking about a previous relationship, bro.
Okay.
And how do you balance your relationships with women while having a music career and being a father?
I mean,
how you balance that?
It's not easy. I'm always locked in, but the thing that I always keep in mind first is like I'm a dad before all that.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah!
Let's go.
I just always like put my daughter at the forefront of everything.
Shit, mine.
Because even with music, right? Like I do it to take care of her. This is my full-time job. I don't do anything else.
I respect that.
You know what I mean?
I respect that.
And bro, I want you to know something, bro, because niggas would talk about, because you always talk about rooms that you're not in.
Mm.
You know, and I won't say who told me, but I will say, you know what I'm saying, they speak very highly of you, bro. They say, yo, you know, most rappers, they don't have their own, yo, you really ran your merch table. You're really humble and really impressionable. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what the industry needs, bro. Like more authenticity.
Yep.
And the person I'm talking about, he said, yo, bro, I fuck with Skeese just off of his work ethic, bro.
Yeah.
He'll go and shut down the show, or he'll go do his set, come out and sell merch off his own table. He won't have nobody else or no, you know, another dick ride motherfucker selling. He's out there selling his own shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, it's like, yo, you're going to work and you're still working after you finish your work.
I think that just comes from, you know, working at Villa, because I always felt like, you know, the customers there, I've developed relationships with customers at the store just based off them always coming in, always seeing my face. Yo, nah, Ski, I need what to do with the dreads? I need Skis. Like, I need him to get me together, and I'm selling people, you know, outfits from head to toe. Man, you get what I'm saying? And so just having that type of relationship
trust
with the people. Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got them.
That was what I learned from working in retail and, you know, doing my thing on that aspect. So I just took that approach a lot, like with what I do now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so even now, like when I get DMs from fans, I get DMs all day, every day.
That's why I don't take it personal when you don't get back.
Listen, I always get back.
That's why I told you. I said, yo, I gotta get you before.
I was wondering. I asked you, did he get back?
Nah, man, listen.
So I didn't know. I heard that you was making moves. I didn't know if a nigga got back.
Yeah, no, I always get back, man.
Everybody
got back. You know, that's why I take that approach with DMs and, you know, at shows and connecting with fans. It's because those like relationships they're like kind of invaluable, because the fans are who keep me going.
Absolutely.
They buy the merch, they buy the vinyls, they buy the CDs. I better be on good standing with them.
But Skeese, if I can give you some type of you know, the one thing that, you know, I noticed, because we were at Shots event over on Free Him too, Free Shots. We were over on Hurdle.
Yeah.
He had a Nambi Labs. And it's like, yo, you were so subtle and humble. I always said my only criticism from like Skeese, yeah, it's not criticism, because that's how humble you are. Skeese walk into the room, you're Jay Skeese. Yeah. You're a DrumWorks artist. Man, listen, I ain't gonna go into all that, but it's like, yo, you don't say nothing, you're quiet, you stay in the back, you go kill this. Yo, bro, he would go and shut the stage down, come back, we all back there drunk, turn, whatever, whoop the whoop. Skeese just like, man, you know, I'm in and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I rap, like how Conway said on he had a joint with him. He was on Shade 45. That's how I go. And he had the interview, and he said, man, yo, Conway over to the side, I just rap and go home. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it was just like
it ain't nothing extra with me, man.
Man,
I respect that. It ain't nothing extra with me.
But Skeese,
I just want to do what I do.
Yo, you were signed in 2020.
2021.
Oh shit! My bad.
Top of 2021.
Yo, what advice would you give yourself? You know, what advice would yourself now give yourself back then?
Just stay down. That's what I've been doing. You know, it ain't too much change other than just what I know, and it was nothing I could tell myself back then that I could tell myself now.
Nice.
So really, just stay the course, because again, it's highs and lows to anything really.
How many no's did you hear before you heard yes? Lord, like as a business
man, bro. That's why, yo, bro. I low
he in the background.
I low key was trying to throw that up. Like,
how many no's have you heard before you heard yes?
Yeah. I wish people understood like how good we make things look, or how good I make things look.
Understandable. I make this.
So I'll put it in perspective like this. So when I did the show here in Buffalo at where was it at?
Rec Room.
Yeah, Rec Room. That day, the day when we sought out to get the show, we had just came back off the road. Me and Conway, or I was on the road with Conway, I should say. We did like 13 shows, and when we got back, Chad was like, "Man, we gotta get you a show here in the town." And so we got up early one day.
Shout out
it was,
Chad,
maybe 11.
Chad in the back. Y'all can't see him. Chad in the back.
Yeah. Shout out to Chad. Pay attention media.
He never wanted to
pay attention media.
Pay attention media. So I think we got up like 11, 12 o'clock. We went to every venue in Buffalo. Like if they do live music at a venue, we went there. We went there, and I think because we were reaching out, we were sending emails. We would call, and he was actually calling venues a couple days before that and sending emails. So it was like we probably reached out, probably I would say maybe what 12, 15 venues and pulled up
I would
to
say
total.
Yeah.
And
It
it was
might
like
have been
every
more than
single
that.
venue was
Yeah.
either telling
Yeah,
us
I'm
no
gonna
or
hire you.
ignoring us.
I'm
But
gonna hire
that's
Chad.
really how it is, though. You know what I mean? And again, they just
My wife
they were
ain't
either
doing it.
telling us no or they were ignoring us or
Mhm.
they were like, yeah, we'll get back to you. And the only reason why I was able to get the show that I got was because of work that I put in back in 2012, 2013.
Let's go.
Shout out to After Dark Entertainment.
Come on, After Dark Entertainment, go follow them. Like, if you had to choose, like, what is your strongest part of your artistry or skill as a rapper?
You said the strongest part of my artistry.
Yeah, strongest part of your artistry or skill as a rapper. I could tell you. I feel like as a fan, I could tell you, but I'm gonna let you answer it though before I answer it.
I mean, I guess if I had to answer that honestly, probably just in my writing. And I think how serious I take it. Like I always strive to not say something I said before. Or if I'm gonna say something I said before, I want to say it in a different way. And I don't want to say nothing that I know somebody else said, especially when it comes to metaphors and similes. That's like we done heard bottles rhyme with models a million times.
A million times. Fab and ran down to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like we tired of hearing that.
I don't want to hear that no more. So like that's really what I strive to do. I just try to find new ways to say the same things or new ways to say the creative things that I want to say.
I think the strongest part of your artistry is your transparency. Because I was concerned about because like I'm not a street nigga. You know, we grew up on the east side of Buffalo. Man, you know, we street niggas, but you know, we honorable niggas true. Yeah. At the same you know, and I was like, damn, how Skeese gonna fit into that? You know what I'm saying? And you still do. Because you always a sneaker, always fly, always fashionable, always, you know, females like, you know what I'm saying? You were very, and rest in peace, forever Weeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it was kind of like, you know, because I met Weeze in summer school. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Weeze went to summer school for algebra and I think geometry. We went for math twice in a row.
Okay.
And Weeze was always the one that, you know, he would call me by my first and last name. Not too many people know my first name and last name. And we used to go to house parties and we would come to Ocho and Loco. Yo, bro, that was it. When first class, shout out to first class, man. You know what I'm saying? You can put the applause in there at some point. But first class, man, I never forget y'all had the letter. Y'all was the first people with Letterman jackets, and I seen y'all come in the club. Yep. I said, "Oh shit, them shits is fire!" I mean, and to this day, I want one. I'll buy one. You know what I'm saying? I want a first class Letterman jacket. But you know, I would say your strongest, you know, piece of artistry is like your transparency, bro. Like when people ask me about you, most rappers they rap and then it's fabricated or is you know nothing's fabricated with you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no sucker, but you ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Like and you rap. You stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You don't get too crazy. You don't get, and it's still good music. You understand me? And that's why I say, and like, you really entwine art into music at the same time. It's fashion and you know whatever. But like, just as I asked you your strongest point, what do you think your weakest point is?
It's a good question.
You gotta be humble.
It's a good question.
You gotta be humble.
I think the thing that I need to work on is. Or maybe you know my weakest point at times can be just being a little too headstrong. Because sometimes I take chances, and it's not like a bad thing. But sometimes I be so like I put my blinders on. Like I'm a Taurus.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, I'm a Taurus. So like with Tauruses, like when we got our mindset on something, we like bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we going straight. Like once we see red, we going. That's where we going. We going. Yep. So that's really like. At least the way that I see it.
So what do you have your sight set on right now as a Taurus? You got your sight set on something right now.
Yeah, just you know, I think 2025. I just want to have a great year in terms of leveling up. Like that was really last year with the Ground Level album. That was like really our mindset. We just wanted to show the level up from where I was at in 2021 to where I was, you know, last year.
Absolutely.
And I think Ground Level was exactly that. It was like that brick. Those first couple bricks that you lay and build the foundation on. But I think in this year, you'll actually like really see it. Like you said, you know, we saw it in the video. We haven't seen Skeese with Video Vixens. We haven't Like we saw it, but I think you're gonna see it in a different way in 2025. So I think that's what.
And I also wanted to jump back too because I remember you might not have took it as it, but I take it as it. I take it on the head. Jay Skeese never said it. I remember Joe Bud took shots. You know what I'm saying? I remember that shit. I remember that shit. But I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was hot because I'm Team Buffalo 716. Anything that come out of Buffalo is gold to me. You know what I'm saying? And I won't go back on the tweet because that's all, you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you about the Big Crit situation, to see these motherfuckers listening to you like, yo, this nigga, I told you, you are this generation's Nas. New York is looking for a sound. Yo,
I don't mean you earlier. Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, that's love.
I did.
And this pod is about, this pod is about you. But it's like, I was on Instagram and I actually saw because the Griselda sound is taking the world by storm because I seen 2 Chainz working with Alchemist, Uncle Al. I said, what? And it sounds like it's over. Like I'm like, yo, that New York City shit that, they was doing, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we really drowning them niggas out. And I said, yo, and you're one of those people that's on the front line that's doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really like, remember when the time would be like, and it's still, the hate is still now on social media. Like, I can't listen to that shit because kids have lost, they don't listen to rap no more. They don't listen to the words. They don't, because I remember I shared something on Twitter and you retweeted me, but you corrected me and said, I didn't say that. I said this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I was actually listening to another joint. It was Balance Inquiry. You said that, you were between deals trying to make the dough stretch. What did you mean by that, Bar? You signed in 2021. Yeah. I'm sure you got in advance. You ain't got to say all that. How do you manage your money as an artist when it's coming in from so many places and there are so many variables to it? So
the best way I can answer that is by saying I'm not a mainstream artist. So there is money that comes in. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes. It's from different places, man, and it's not always like millions of dollars. Yeah,
no, it's never gonna be.
It's not hundreds of thousands either. So
round level,
just where I'm at in the game, I'm still building up my name. I'm still building up my reputation. I'm still building up my catalog.
No, I think you're a little ahead of where you think you are.
Yeah, I think you're further than what you are.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that, because I do my own research. Yeah, I used to be a correctional officer. I used to be a cop. So like when he told me he was coming to the show, I was like, oh, you're a little ahead of what you think you are. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And okay. You're doing well. Yeah. You're doing very well. Yeah, above what you think you are. Okay, because from my standpoint of when I mentioned, people knew you, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So you're a little above. Yeah, no. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just speaking to what the more so what the question is like. Yeah. So when I'm saying what I'm saying on that song is, as I've been navigating the game and navigating situations, when you get in advance, like you said, when you get that advance, you can take an advance. But until that album comes out,
that's how this shit works. This shit ugly. It's ugly.
You gotta figure that shit out. I get it. You got shit to figure out. But it's no different than so say boom, right? If I was working a regular job and my salary was $50,000 a year, right, and I get paid every 2 weeks. Now I'm managing my money every 2 weeks. Shit, I gotta pay my rent here. I gotta pay this bill here. I gotta pay this. I gotta do this. You might get. You know what I'm saying? An advance of $50,000, but now that might be what you get for 8 months. You gotta make that shit stretch for a year.
That's true shit.
And now you got it, but look, you might not have ever had $50,000 in your account. So the first thing you go do is shit. I'm gonna go blow it on this, or I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
I gotta get this person right. I gotta do this. I gotta do that.
I gotta get me a chain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's how we so then now that shit might have dwindled down.
Right.
And then now you looking 6 months later, and you gotta make that shit stretch. You gotta figure it out.
Real shit. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, but shout out, so I know you're going on tour tomorrow, so I appreciate the alley-oop, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you select the cities on your tour?
Tell us about the cities on your tour, though.
Yeah, so I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to Toronto. I'm going to Boston, Chicago, and Denver.
Boston, Chicago, and Denver.
Yeah. We're still looking to add maybe a show or two. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't say that.
like the main things that I kind of looked at in terms of where I wanted to go were like places that like I got good responses from when I was there prior.
Yeah, business.
Yeah, just with the fans and everything. Who actually wanted to have me come out, because we did reach out to a few places, and then it's like maybe not now, but maybe in the future.
Maybe later, yeah.
So that was like the second thing, and then the third thing, just the vibe, man, because like Cleveland, it's always a vibe when I go there.
I want to tell you this is inspirational. Like, Fabio said this a long time ago. He said they like they love you, they just don't know they love you yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all. Like you said, maybe not now, but later. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
it.
My next question is like, what's your out of your catalog? What's your favorite project and why? I'll tell you my favorite project.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
all of them. I love all of them. But
right,
I think like my favorite is Abolish Uncertainties.
Okay, Abolish Uncertainties.
Yeah, the reason why is because that shit took my whole life to make that shit. Like it wasn't my major label debut, but it was my drum work, music debut.
Yeah.
And I just feel like everything that I put into that album, and that was probably the most time that I took on the album before as well, but everything I put into it, it was my life. It was everything I've been through, a lot of my experiences up until that point. And you feel it when you listen to it. And I feel it still.
I felt like my favorite verse from you, what I'm saying, just out of everything, what I'm saying, the song I play, it's in my actual playlist, it's actually not, it was Grace, is what you and Conway on Lamakia. You know what I'm saying? Very inspirational. You can go to work, you can jump up, you can turn that shit on in your car, you can vibe. It's not telling you to shoot him up, kill him up, or whatever. It's like, it's real motivational, it's real inspirational. And then that's my favorite Skeese verse. But I'm gonna touch on one more song. You know what I'm saying? Cause I dived in. I actually studied. You know what I'm saying? I went and reached more because you're big on words. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess up my lyrics.
Yeah,
you told
100%.
me that on Twitter. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? But you had to join Way Up with Scoop Dollar.
Yep.
You said you did 7 tours, but never saw the inside of a tour bus.
Yeah.
Now, how have you been traveling to all your shows?
Never saw a tour bus.
You never saw a tour bus.
You get there how you get there.
Hey, that's my nail. Hey, background one. Hey, this edit this out right now.
You get there how you get there, man. Like, between traveling, with Conway usually has like a Sprinter or whatever the case is. Sometimes I'm on planes. Sometimes I'm driving myself. This last tour, I think 6 or 7 of the cities, I was in a rental by myself.
That's cool.
And I drove to every city.
That's okay, because that's not for the, but that's why I say, it goes back and co-signing what I said earlier, transparency. You're a very honest person. And it's like, that's why, it's kind of like, that's why, you're a fan favorite. We're going to cheer for you. You know what I'm saying? You like, I mean, not an underdog, but you're an over underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you say ground level, we like, damn, and I'm really here to tell you, like, no, I watched him build it from ground level. This shit it's not cap. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my next question is, when you get into, the studio or the booth with the machine, right? Because, we got to give Conway his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker snap. Yeah. Slant face snaps. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, Conway was always my favorite, even over Benny. You know what I'm saying? Because, his word plays and his metaphors are crazy. But George is somewhat on the same level. And it's like, do you actually have to mentally coach yourself before y'all get in the booth? Does Conway take you to to a higher, level of thinking or level of writing, or does he do you get nervous when you on the track with him?
I think I did it at first, cause
at first, now it's just normal.
I mean, is just the star power. Like, I remember the first couple times I was in the studio with Conway, and it was like, I'm in the studio with Conway. Like, this ain't just anybody.
Yeah, this is somebody. Yeah,
it's like now though, and I think it came over time. I just had to figure out that I just needed to be the best me and not try and be better than Conway.
I'm telling you, like, because just being a critic, because my job is always gonna measure it out. And I'm like, man, y'all up there. When I listen to y'all, it's like, dude, we gotta really sit down and pull out our dictionaries, and we cannot be inebriated. There can be no smoke in the room. Yeah. We have to really listen. And every time I listen to songs, it's like I pick up something new that you said. I'm like, this nigga said,
But that's what I love. You know what I'm saying? I love people that actually listen, because when you really listen, I'm saying some shit. You just gotta really listen. You know what I mean? That's what I love.
Yo, tell me what's going on with man, because I'm man. Like, I stalk your page, pause, no diddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know, I see you got the ground level entertainment shit. You know, the Instagram page, you got ground level podcast, all that. I'm really hurt. You know, so I said, I gotta get this man on here. You ain't hit your boy up, because I would love to have a hand in that. Because I'm watching it being built from ground level, and I know it's authentic, it's organic, and you all about business. Yeah. And it's like, yo, how's that going?
So what you're talking about is you're talking about the ground level, THEE ground level. So it's not actually not even a podcast yet. It's not a show. It's nothing like that. So what that is, that's the Instagram for ground level. So basically, ground level is bigger than just an album, right? Ground level is a mantra. It's a mindset. It's, you know, I'm turning it into other things. Like it's gonna be.
It's an agenda.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's
I see what you're doing. I see what you're
talking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see exactly
when
what
you
you're
think
talking
about
Nipsey.
Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey,
marathon, all that.
Marathon clothing, like that's what that's what ground level is going to. That's what I'm building it into. So that Instagram, as of right now, just serves as a place for when I'm on these podcasts and these platforms and I'm talking and I'm giving, you know, game and motivation and gems and jewels I can pull from, you know, whether it's this podcast or, you know, this interview I did over here or wherever I'm at, and, you know, people can go there and they can hear what I'm talking about and get that knowledge and that wisdom.
And I feel that, because it's kind of like, you know, when I see it, I'm like, damn, bro, they went and did all this or whatever. And that's why I said, man, you know, I'm an interest. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I'm a big fan. So I ain't gonna hold you up for too much of your time. I don't know what our time is on this, T. How much is our time? We good? Okay. But like, man, Skeese, man, like, you about to take it there, dog. I tell you this every time I see you. I tell you this every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really about to take it there, bro. Keep going. And then, like, you know, it's, you know, my coach, you know,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan now.
Appreciate that.
Definitely.
That's love.
Him, my brother, put me on to you, man. I was listening. I said, okay. All right.
Yeah. So, man, what's up with you bringing my man, you know, the Tanks, man? I see OJ, you know, all over the place too. Yeah. Shout out to Tank Eldridge too. Like, man, his first class, you know what I'm saying? Like, you, because when I saw ground level, I said Skeese is trying to build a label. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching you drop Rotary Phones. Rotary Phones is, I think, one of my top. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, as far as this wasn't, you know, anything that we discussed. So tell me next question.
No, you good, bro.
Like, how long is this umbrella of drum work? How long do you see you saying under drum work before you branch out? Because I think it's coming. I know it's coming.
I mean, as of right now, you know, drum work is home. So
that's where, that's where I'm Rockefeller. At. You know, I ain't saying none of that.
I'm chilling, but you know, I don't want to say like a time.
This is your first. This is your solo tour, dog. Yeah, like talk like this is your solo tour. Like,
no, I'm saying like, you know, but I'm just answering your question. You know what I mean? Like, to answer your question, like I would say I can't really put a timetable on it. But you know, obviously, you know, Conway's whole thing is he wanted to give me and anybody that signs to drum work a platform to get into the game and get your feet into the game, and then from there do what you want to do.
So you have a lot of freedom. You know, like say for instance, like, you know, these labels, they'll say, yo, you have to go through this person or this person before you can go give a verse or before you can go do this. So Conway gives you a lot of freedom.
Yeah, it's a lot of freedom.
Come on, shout out to Conway, man. You can put the applause in there too, Tina. Yo, like, for real, like, because a lot of people, they'll stop you. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh no, they won't clear, or verses don't get clear, or you know, for certain reasons. And he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that, but you can go do a track with Eminem right now and still be straight.
There you go.
Come on, there you go. So you know what I'm saying. But nah, man, I appreciate you pulling up on the Cheat Shift podcast, bro. Yo, shout out to Chad, man. Chad in the back, man. Chad, the one that's gonna turn your way to shows if you're from the town. You ain't supposed to be back here. Chad gonna tell you ain't supposed to be back here. But that's the guy that goes, man, in the back, man. We got Parts Tina in the background. Man, when you win your Grammy, man, listen, man.
Say less.
I mean, listen. When I told you that.
Doing my thing with a spotted 4 main with them dimes and cane. And I'm still thugging it, bitch. You want it with us. Please, Maze and Moose. Who fucking with us? Y'all niggas stop bitching. Who the